What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I haven't added fish in a while. Not like new fish. I've been adding betas for like a couple of months now, but I actually have some new stuff in. These are not monos. These actually ghost shrimp, and I have 45 in here, more or less. And they're gonna be the main algae eaters, and they're gonna populate the tank for the most part. I took out almost all the ram swarms. If you guys watch previous videos, there was about 50 ram swarms just here. I took them all out. I only want mystery snails in here for the most part. And we do have mostly mystery snails. These are like the new babies. They're growing out. The emeralds, 2 of them died. 1 is alive. I don't know which one's alive. I think this is a dead one because it's just an empty shell because they ate it out. Because if a snail dies, the other snails just eat it because it's just free calcium. And if the snail is too weak, they also eat the snail because it's too weak. The necrothenas are doing fine. I don't know how fine they're doing. I've never seen all 10 at once anymore. I see like 5, and then I see 2, and then like the next week I see fucking 6, 8, and then it goes back to 2. So like, it's either they're molting, hiding. I mean, it's hard to keep up. And from what I've seen from other fish keepers, it's the same type of deal. But these guys are cool, and we could see we have some more mystery snail babies coming our way, and there's some more right there. I was hoping to grow out the emeralds and get green ones going, but it is what it is. I'm gonna order some more and see if the next batch lives, but I'm not gonna do it right now. I might do it in my next check. But these are Otto Octavius catfish. I was gonna put them in a 30-gallon, but I feel like the ghost shrimp are gonna handle all of that. So these guys can grow out in here with the pond. I wanted some more mid-level and surface level fish because if you guys watched my previous video, I had a huge aquarium crash when my filter broke. I didn't notice for like 2 weeks because it's silent. I went to go do my water change. My whole cycle crashed. I wasn't like fully planted like this, because actually about 4 or 5 days ago when I was putting in my new portable AC, I unplugged the filter to switch sockets. I didn't plug it in for about 6 or 5 days, and when I plugged it back in, I was like, oh shit, my thing's been off. But I checked the levels and my nitrates wasn't even at 20 per million, which means my, just the stock pond itself could cycle everything itself, but the water was getting a little brownish. That's what I noticed, but it wasn't from like ammonia or anything. It was from the tannins like actually picking up, because I have purigen in my tank. So these are 7 corydora albinos. So when my stock pond crashed, I lost all my corydora except for 3. I have 3 in here. They're huge, mostly full adults, and I just felt bad for them that they don't have a group. They look fun by all 3 of them by themselves. I was gonna tell myself that I wasn't gonna get any more cories, but I kind of just want to because they are fun fish. I like to see them. They're the most active when it comes to surface level. I love seeing them go everywhere. People do like them when in like smooth surfaces where everything's a smooth surface, but I find that like they do fine when like there's a lot of breakage. Like, I find they do very good. So I'm gonna do the ghost shrimp first because they look like they want to get out. I'm gonna try to set you guys up on the tripod without pausing the video, because that's something that I always do, and I'm filming at a high resolution right now, so if I do that, it's gonna piss me off because it's gonna be like, we can't stitch the video because you're at a higher resolution. And that should be good. Then we just slide this in. That looks good enough, right? The tank actually looks super good though. It doesn't look organized, but it looks like a shrimp tank, Also fed these guys bloodworms yesterday, and I don't see any left, so I might do it again. It looks like they devoured that. I think this is double bag. Actually, this one's single. Yeah, this one's a single bag. So let's see if I can get the rubber band off in one take. I also cleaned a lot of poop because I got like an electric gravel cleaner set up. To be honest, I don't like it. It's super hard to clean. The thing's too bulky. Don't like siphons either. So I might just not clean poop until like it gets crazy. And poop is just fertilizer, so it's not like a huge problem. Just like these shrimp poop a lot, like, and it's visible. So at least clean the front. The back I don't care because all that's gonna get eaten by the plants and stuff. And this is not a sand substrate, so I care about cleaning the poop here more. The stock pond, I don't care at all. Not really. I'll try to push some of this back just so they have a clean escape. And we're at 80 degrees. Come on the bag. Alright, we'll just check to see if there's any left in here. I don't see anyone else. And as you can see, and now they're all gone. But as you can see, they're all here in the bottom. Actually, let me just kind of... Sorry, you guys are on the tripod right now, so it's a little... I just gotta make it smaller so I can actually film. There we go. A little smaller, please. That's locked. This is open. I don't know why I always forget how to use this thing. There we go. Now we got the small mode. Sorry about that, but everyone looks happy. No shock. Everyone went straight to the bottom. They're all kind of sitting. They're already picking out algae and everything else, so. To be honest, I have an excess amount of algae. It's not like an issue, but I do want it to be less. Because we do have some algae there. I took out a lot of shrimp, so it's not a lot of shrimp cleaners. There are a lot of mystery snails, but it's not like they're not going crazy. So I'm actually gonna feed these guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some food. Actually, I'll just pause the video. Actually, I'll leave it playing. Yeah, I can see it. So I'm putting on algae wafers, and then this is actually brine shrimp, and they should eat this up. Actually, I'm gonna lower the flow of my filter. I had it a little higher because I just did a cleaning and I wanted the tank to clear up, so. And they are gonna eat all of that. The snails actually love brine shrimp too. I don't know why, but it seems to be one of their favorites. drop like 3 Ds. And that should be good for the whole day. And of course, I'm gonna give daily updates on this, let you guys know how the ghost shrimp have been doing. They are from Petco, so not the best bread and stuff, but should be all right. They all look super healthy. I did see one that was kind of pregnant. Oh, it's nice. I actually saw one eating the brine shrimp. I don't know if I could get that on video right now. But let me try. Ugh, tripod, please. Please, tripod, please. There we go. Get a little close in for you guys. I mean closer, I mean close. There we go. You see why he just scooped it up and he's eating it. Where they're all coming around for that. And I'll be there for a while. This guy looks like he's freshly molted over there. Where the reason I wanted these is that they're easy to breed, they're cheap. If they get overstocked, I could just drop them in the 150 gallon, and then the betas can have a nice snack. And pretty much just all those reasons why, and I kind of like them. They're transparent, but it's activity. I like activity, and just having the mystery snails and the shrimp is nice, but they're not super active compared to what I'm used to. So I do want it. I want it a little bit in there. I might add the autos in there later. In all honesty, I do like the autos. I'm gonna try to show them on camera because it's kind of hard when things are in the bag. This is the auto catfish. Let me see if I can show them. There we go. That's a nice view. These guys are huge algae eaters. They would have been good in 30 gallon, but I don't want to overdo it with the stocking. So I might take these guys out and put them in a 30 later. I'm gonna see how they do in here. Some fish really struggle with how big this stock pond is to find food, and they'll end up dying because of that. So I'm gonna see if they do well. I usually drop food on left and right, but usually I like to train everyone to eat from one side so they know where to go. So eventually I'll stop feeding from both sides and try to get everything on one side. That way when they see the energy and all the hypeness, everyone comes around. The corrydoras are really good at doing it. Like when I start feeding, the corrydoras comes right over. They know something's about to drop from the sky. And I'm gonna raw dog the water because it's actually this is not water from their tank. They actually just they already had dechlorinated water, and they kind of just put them in fresh water, so I'm fine with that. Usually they just take the tank water and do it like that, but it's fine. We drop these guys in, and we're inside. And they're gone. It's like, I don't know, sometimes when I put something in here, it's like, it's satisfying but unsatisfying at the same time, because I'm just like, oh, they're gone. There we go. I don't know why it was unfocused, but I will be doing a feeding video, an underwater one, in a minute. I just gotta get set up for that, and then we'll see them in the tank. I'm gonna make it a separate video than this. This is basically me just adding the fish, doing an update. It's gonna be a underwater feeding video right after this video, so you guys can watch that if you wanna see the fish underwater. And these are the 7 albino corydors. And they are ready. This was double bagged, so I'm gonna have to do a little hard work with this one. There we go. Now it's about 7 of them. They look mid-sizes, they're not huge, but also very nice. This will make my Corys happy. I do have a pregnant Cory. She's not pregnant, but she's huge. And I think she's been stressing because she doesn't have a male. I think I have 3 females. And she's just like, she's huge. I don't overfeed the Corys. It's almost impossible to. Because I only dropped 3 algae wafers. And the snails get some, they get some. So it's almost impossible. Unless she's been scooping up all the brine strip that comes on the bottom. But she's pretty fat. And I don't think anyone could fertilize her eggs. And she's stressing out over it, so hopefully there's a male in here. Sorry, I'm struggling with this rubber band. Right, there we go. Oh man, it's so cool seeing corridors like this. Lived Corys. And they're in. I'm gonna give you guys a better look. You know, I kind of like the tripod, but I don't like the pick up and go style, to be honest with it. I don't use it that much. I might not just be used to it. How the fuck do I? Okay. So as you can see, I added them to the. Actually, we can see my big corridors right there. Try zoom in a little bit. Oh, she's zoomed off. No, she's still there. I'm trying to spot where the 7 went. We have another big one over there. I don't know if you saw it fast enough, but yeah. But as you can see, oh yeah, she's big. She's looking for food. Cause like I said, once I come here, the cherries, like my corridors, just come over here and they get fired up. They're like, yeah, food. They're like, yeah, shit about to go down. Oh, we have a little one over there. I just saw it. Yeah, we have one over there. Once they get acclimated, they're all gonna like chill in groups, which is gonna be really fun. One went straight on the driftwood over there. And this is a way different environment than the Petco tank, so I think it's a fun addition to everything. Got this big guy. This guy is the male. I know for sure because he's just been doing business. But he seems fun. Hopefully I could get one of the emeralds to grow really big. Hopefully they all do okay. And actually, I don't know if you can see it on that leaf. That's all eggs. That is all eggs. I still have like some snails on the wall over there, so I ain't gonna keep track of it. I am gonna keep taking the ram's horns out of here and keep putting them in there. I want this to be mystery snail only, and I'm gonna keep doing that until like I'm really finished. It's actually really cool to see these guys eat. And usually the necrodina will come out later and really get into it, and then the snails will come, and then mostly the necrodinas eat last because they always the last to like know there's food in here. But they eat so much algae and stuff that they don't really care. And I gotta charge my phone, so I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you guys for watching. I'm very excited to have all these new fish. I'm probably not gonna get any more corridors. I like 10. 10 is a strong number. And the Octavius catfish, I'm gonna grow them out, and then I'm gonna give them a group. I want to get them a group around 7-ish, 7 to 6-ish maybe. Actually, we have a huge group of shrimp right here. I don't know why this leaf is all the way up here. Actually, this is the wood. My bad. Yeah, but they're just chilling on the driftwood, which is cool. But like I said, these guys are they're very sneaky. Like every time I look somewhere, I don't expect them to be either there. But thank you guys for watching. Peace out. I'll see you guys on the next video.